Good day, friends from across the United States and around the world. I'm Dr. Samuel Hart, a nutritionist with over 20 years of experience helping people harness the power of food to live healthier, longer lives. Today, I'm excited to talk about a topic close to my heart: how the foods you eat can help lower your risk of cancer. I share stories of patients from the US to bring these ideas to life, but the lessons are universal. Whether you're in New York, Nairobi, or Tokyo. Cancer is a word that strikes fear in many of us. But the good news is that simple choices like what you put on your plate can make a big difference. Science shows that up to 30 to 50% of cancer cases may be preventable through lifestyle changes, including diet. Today, we'll explore 10 types of foods that are packed with nutrients like antioxidants, fiber, and omega-3s, all of which can help protect your cells and reduce cancer risk. From colorful vegetables to fatty fish, these foods are not only delicious, but also powerful allies in your health journey. Here in the US, we're lucky to have access to vibrant farmers markets in places like California, grocery stores like Whole Foods, and even backyard gardens where fresh produce thrives. Whether you're grilling salmon for a family barbecue or sipping tea at a community center, these foods fit right into your life. I'll share practical tips to incorporate them into your daily meals, using real-life examples like Sarah from Seattle, Texas, to show how small changes can have big impacts. So grab a cup of coffee, a glass of iced tea, or maybe some green tea, and let's dive into this journey to better health together. Why does diet matter for cancer prevention? Cancer develops when cells in your body grow uncontrollably, often due to damage from oxidative stress, inflammation, or toxins. Certain foods like those rich in antioxidants, fiber, or anti-inflammatory compounds can protect your cells, reduce inflammation, and even help repair DNA damage. In the US, where processed foods are common, shifting to a diet rich in whole, nutrient-dense foods can be a game changer. Globally, the same principles apply. Eating fresh, minimally processed foods is a universal strategy for health. Let's explore the 10 food groups that can help you stay strong and reduce your cancer risk. Section 1. The 10 cancer-fighting food groups. Let's dive into the 10 types of foods that science suggests can help lower your cancer risk. Each group is packed with nutrients that protect your cells, reduce inflammation, or support your immune system. I'll explain the science behind each, share UC-based patient stories to show how these foods fit into real life, and offer tips to make them part of your diet no matter where you are. Colorful vegetables. Antioxidants for cell protection. Colorful vegetables like bell peppers, carrots, and broccoli are loaded with antioxidants like vitamin C, beta-carotene, and lycopene. These compounds neutralize free radicals, unstable molecules that can damage DNA and increase cancer risk. A 2019 study in cancer prevention research found that diets high in colorful vegetables were linked to lower risks of breast and colorectal cancer. Take Sarah, a 62-year-old teacher from Seattle, Washington. After a family history of breast cancer, Sarah started adding a rainbow of vegetables to her meals: red bell peppers in her stir-fries, carrots in her soups, and broccoli in her casseroles. She shops at Pike Place Market, where fresh produce is abundant. Over time, her energy improved, and she felt empowered knowing she was protecting her health. You can do this too. Visit your local farmer's market or grocery store and aim for 2 to 3 cups of colorful veggies daily, like in a salad or roasted side dish. Berries, flavonoids and vitamins. Berries like blueberries, strawberries, and raspberries are rich in flavonoids and vitamin C, which combat oxidative stress and inflammation. A 2020 study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that flavonoid-rich diets were associated with a lower risk of lung and prostate cancer. Mike, a 65-year-old retiree from Austin, Texas, loves his morning smoothie. After his doctor warned him about prostate health, he started blending blueberries and strawberries with yogurt. He buys berries at his local H-E-B grocery store, and this simple habit has boosted his antioxidant intake. Try adding a handful of berries to your breakfast cereal, yogurt, or dessert, fresh or frozen. They're a sweet way to fight cancer. Ginger and turmeric, anti-inflammatory powerhouses. Ginger and turmeric contain compounds like gingerol and curcumin, which have anti-inflammatory and immune-boosting properties. A 2021 study in Nutrients found that curcumin may inhibit cancer cell growth in cancers like colon and pancreatic cancer. Linda, a 60-year-old nurse from Chicago, Illinois, started adding turmeric to her curries and ginger to her teas after a friend was diagnosed with colon cancer. She finds fresh turmeric and ginger at her local supermarket and uses them in soups and stir-fries. You can grate ginger into hot water for a soothing tea, or add turmeric to rice dishes for a vibrant, health-boosting kick. Garlic and onions, sulfur compounds to inhibit cancer cells. Garlic and onions contain sulfur compounds like allicin, which may block cancer cell growth. A 2018 meta-analysis in cancer epidemiology linked high garlic consumption to lower risks of stomach and colorectal cancer. John, a 68-year-old from Atlanta, Georgia, loves cooking Southern dishes. After learning about garlic's benefits, he started adding minced garlic and onions to his collard greens and gumbo. He buys fresh bulbs at his local Kroger, and his family loves the flavor boost. Try chopping garlic into soups, stir-fries, or sauces. Let it sit for 10 minutes after chopping to maximize its cancer-fighting compounds. Beans and whole grains, fiber for gut health. Beans, like black beans or lentils, and whole grains, like quinoa or brown rice, are rich in fiber, which supports gut health and may reduce colorectal cancer risk. A 2022 study in The Lancet found that high-fiber diets lowered colorectal cancer risk by up to 20%. Emma, a 70-year-old from San Diego, California, switched to whole grain bread and added black beans to her tacos after a colonoscopy scare. She shops at Sprouts Farmers Market, where whole grains and beans are affordable. Add a serving of beans to soups or salads and swap white rice for brown rice or quinoa for a fiber boost. Flax seeds and chia seeds, omega-3 south for inflammation. Control flax seeds and chia seeds are rich in omega-3 fatty acids and lignans, which reduce inflammation and may protect against breast and prostate cancer. A 2019 study in Nutrition and Cancer showed that lignans could inhibit cancer cell growth. Tom, a 66-year-old from Minneapolis, Minnesota, sprinkles ground flax seeds on his oatmeal after reading about their benefits for prostate health. He buys them at Whole Foods and adds them to smoothies or baked goods. Grind flax seeds fresh and add a tablespoon to your cereal or yogurt. Chia seeds work great in puddings or smoothies. 2. Green tea. Catechins for cell protection. Green tea contains catechins, powerful antioxidants that may prevent cell damage. A 2020 study in cancer prevention research linked green tea consumption to lower risks of liver and breast cancer. Susan, a 64-year-old from Portland, Oregon, started drinking green tea daily after her sister's cancer diagnosis. She buys high-quality green tea at her local co-op and enjoys it hot or iced. Brew a cup of green tea daily. Aim for 1 to 2 cups, and avoid adding too much sugar to keep it healthy. Fatty fish, omega-3 south for heart and cancer protection. Fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which reduce inflammation and support heart health. A 2021 study in the Journal of Nutrition found that omega-3 South may lower breast and colorectal cancer risk. Maria, a 67-year-old from Boston, Massachusetts, loves grilled salmon for dinner. After her doctor emphasized cancer prevention, she started eating fish twice a week, buying it fresh at her local fish market. Try baking or grilling salmon with a side of veggies. It's a delicious way to boost your omega-3 nuts. Healthy fats and vitamin E nuts like walnuts and almonds provide healthy fats, vitamin E, and antioxidants. A 2018 study in the British Journal of Cancer linked nut consumption to lower risks of liver and pancreatic cancer. David, a 69-year-old from Phoenix, Arizona, snacks on almonds and walnuts instead of chips after his doctor recommended a heart-healthy diet. He buys nuts in bulk at Costco for affordability. Add a handful of nuts to your salads or eat them as a snack. Stick to unsalted to keep sodium low. Mushrooms, polysaccharides for immune support. Mushrooms like shiitake, maitake, and reishi contain polysaccharides that boost immune function. A 2020 study in Frontiers in Oncology suggested that mushroom compounds may inhibit cancer cell growth. Lisa, a 71-year-old from Denver, Colorado, started adding shiitake mushrooms to her stir-fries after learning about their immune benefits. She finds them at her local Asian market and loves their earthy flavor. Saute mushrooms with garlic or add them to soups for an immune-boosting meal. Section 2. The science behind these foods. Why do these foods help prevent cancer? Let's break down the science. Cancer occurs when cells grow uncontrollably, often triggered by DNA damage, inflammation, or weakened immunity. The foods we've discussed contain compounds that counteract these processes. Antioxidants in colorful vegetables, berries, green tea, nuts. These neutralize free radicals, reducing DNA damage. Studies like one from the Journal of Nutrition 2020 show that antioxidants like vitamin C and flavonoids lower oxidative stress linked to cancer. Anti-inflammatory compounds in ginger, turmeric, fatty fish, flax seeds. Chronic inflammation can fuel cancer growth. A 2021 study in Nutrients found that omega-3 South and curcumin reduce inflammatory markers like C-reactive protein. Fiber in beans, whole grains. Fiber promotes gut health by feeding beneficial bacteria and speeding up waste elimination, reducing colorectal cancer risk. The Lancet, 2022. Sulfur compounds in garlic, onions. These inhibit cancer cell proliferation. As shown in a 2018 cancer epidemiology meta-analysis, polysaccharides in mushrooms. These enhance immune responses, helping your body fight abnormal cells. Frontiers in Oncology, 2020. In the U.S., where processed foods like fast food and sugary snacks are common, shifting to these whole foods can be transformative. For example, Sarah from Seattle replaced her daily soda with green tea and her chips with almonds, boosting her antioxidant intake. Globally, the same principle applies. Choose fresh, minimally processed foods over packaged ones. Whether you're shopping at a market in Jakarta or a supermarket in London. Let's look at another patient, James, a 70-year-old from Miami, Florida. After a cancer scare, James overhauled his diet, adding berries to his breakfast, salmon to his dinners, and turmeric to his smoothies. He shops at his local Publix and walks daily, reducing his inflammation markers and feeling more energetic. This approach, combining diet and movement, is universal and backed by science. Section 3. Practical tips for incorporating these foods. Now, let's get practical. How can you make these 10 food groups part of your daily life? Whether you're in the US or elsewhere, these tips are designed to be simple, affordable, and adaptable. I'll use US patient stories to illustrate. But the ideas work anywhere. Shop smart, visit local markets or grocery stores for fresh produce. In the US, farmers markets like those in Santa Monica or Asheville are great for colorful vegetables, berries, and mushrooms. Globally, check out your local wet market or supermarket. For example, Karen, a 63-year-old from Raleigh, North Carolina, buys carrots, broccoli, and strawberries at her weekly farmers market, making it easy to stock up on cancer fighting. Foods: prepare simply, keep cooking minimal to preserve nutrients. Roast vegetables with olive oil, blend berries into smoothies, or saute mushrooms with garlic. John from Atlanta adds onions and garlic to his chili, boosting flavor and health benefits. Try steaming broccoli or grilling salmon, simple methods that work in any kitchen. Balance your plate, aim to include all 10 food groups weekly. For example, start your day with oatmeal topped with chia seeds and blueberries, lunch with a bean salad, and dinner with salmon and roasted carrots. Emma from San Diego follows this approach, mixing whole grains, nuts, and veggies into her meals, which she plans using a grocery list from Trader Joe's. Combined with exercise, diet works best with movement. Walking, yoga, or light strength training can enhance cancer prevention by reducing inflammation and improving immunity. A 2020 study in the Journal of Clinical Oncology found that regular exercise lowers cancer risk by up to 20%. Lisa from Denver joined a senior yoga class and eats mushrooms and green tea daily, boosting her immune system and flexibility. Make it social, involve family or friends to make healthy eating fun. In the US, seniors often gather at community potlucks or church suppers. Host a cancer-fighting feast with dishes like quinoa salad, grilled mackerel, and berry dessert. Maria from Boston organizes monthly dinners with her book club, featuring turmeric-spiced dishes and green tea. Globally, share meals with loved ones to build healthy habits. Section 4. Connecting with American culture and beyond. Food is a universal language, but it's also deeply tied to culture. In the US, we celebrate with barbecues, Thanksgiving feasts, and summer picnics. These traditions can be healthy with a few tweaks. For example, swap fried chicken at a barbecue for grilled salmon with a side of colorful veggies. At Thanksgiving, include a berry dessert or turmeric-spiced sweet potatoes. Susan from Portland replaced her usual pie with a blueberry crumble, delighting her family while boosting her health. In the US, convenience is king, but you can make smart choices. Instead of fast food, grab a salmon wrap with a side of carrots. At a deli, globally, look for local equivalents, fresh fish, vegetables, or whole grains at your markets. David from Phoenix switched from vending machine snacks to a handful of walnuts. An easy swap that works anywhere. Community is key. In the US, seniors join walking groups, church suppers, or ARP events to stay active and connected. Start a healthy eating club or walking group in your community, like Tom from Minneapolis did with his neighbors, sharing flaxseed recipes and walking in the park. Wherever you are, involve your community to make cancer prevention a shared goal. Section 5. Conclusion and call to action. Friends, reducing your cancer risk is within your reach through the power of food. Incorporate colorful vegetables, berries, ginger, garlic, beans, flax seeds, green tea, fatty fish, nuts, and mushrooms into your diet. Keep it fresh, simple, and balanced, and pair it with daily movement like walking or yoga. These steps, inspired by patients like Sarah, Mike, and Lisa, can transform your health. Whether you're in the US or beyond. Start today with one change. Add a handful of berries to your breakfast or a serving of broccoli to dinner. Visit your local market, talk to your doctor about your diet, and get moving with friends or family. Your body will thank you with better health and vitality. I'm Dr. Samuel Hart, and it's been a joy sharing this with you. For more tips, check trusted resources like www.cancer.gov or consult your doctor. Stay healthy, stay strong, and keep eating for a brighter future.